Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. Music speaks where words fail. This quote never rang truer than in the life and legacy of Mark Snow. He passed away peacefully at the age of 78 in his Connecticut home, leaving behind a world forever shaped by his sound. For over 5 decades, Mark created music that didn't just accompany television, it defined it. Born Martin Fuhrmann in Brooklyn, he studied at Juilliard and helped form the New York Rock and Roll Ensemble before turning to film and television scoring. But it was a haunting, echoing whistle that became his signature, the theme to The X-Files. That unmistakable melody entered pop culture history and turned television music into an art form in its own right. Yet his impact went far beyond one show. Mark composed for Millennium, Blue Bloods, Ghost Whisperer, Starsky and Hutch, and dozens more. His work touched millions and earned him 22 Emmy nominations and 34 ASCAP awards. He was honored almost every year since the mid-1980s, a rare feat that speaks volumes. Behind the scenes, Mark was known for his kindness, humor, and quiet mentorship. Composer Sean Callery called him a master, a mentor, and a magnetic spirit who gave feedback with intelligence, encouragement, and a touch of self-deprecation that made it all the more powerful. He used his success to uplift others, launching a lecture series in his name to guide future composers. Through education, mentorship, and generosity, he ensured that his art would echo long after the music stopped. Mark also composed film scores, collaborating with acclaimed directors like Alain Resnais. No matter the project, he brought depth, emotion, and a unique musical voice. The world of entertainment mourns a true original. Fans remember the chill of hearing that first X-Files note. Peers reflect on a man who raised the bar and helped others reach it. Survived by loved ones, Mark Snow leaves behind a legacy built not only on notes and melodies, but on the lives he touched. Tributes to Mark Snow. Number 6. She always believed in doing something bigger than herself. And she did. The world has lost a light far too soon. Sophia Hutchins, a fearless entrepreneur and radiant presence in the LGBTQ+ community, passed away at the age of 29 in a tragic ATV accident near Malibu. Her life was a masterclass in courage, determination, and compassion. Sophia first captured public attention not with headlines but with heart. She built more than companies. She built bridges. As the founder and CEO of Lumisol, she revolutionized sun protection with innovative, sustainable skincare that prioritized wellness and accessibility. Her vision always leaned forward, toward progress. Her influential role as the CEO and director of the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation cemented her passion for empowering others. She fiercely advocated for transgender rights and healthcare needs, working behind the scenes to make real change. Many remember her from her appearances on the reality series I Am Kate, where her calm wisdom and deep friendship with Caitlyn Jenner stood out. A proud transgender woman, Sophia often said that storytelling and visibility matter. She used her platform to lift others, often mentoring young LGBTQ+ entrepreneurs and amplifying voices that had long been unheard. Friends and collaborators describe her as someone whose warmth could be felt the moment she entered a room. Caitlyn Jenner once called her, "my greatest source of strength." That bond was built on mutual respect, love, and shared purpose. On July 2nd, Sophia was driving an ATV near Jenner's Malibu home when she was involved in a horrific collision. Her vehicle was thrown into a ravine. Emergency responders pronounced her dead at the scene. The passengers in the other vehicle were uninjured. Sophia's passing has sent waves of grief through the business world, LGBTQ+ community, and beyond. Tributes continue to pour in from public figures, former colleagues, and those she quietly mentored. She is remembered not only for what she built, but for how she made people feel, seen, valued, and capable of thriving. As Caitlyn Jenner shared in a heartfelt message, "Sophia changed my life. Her spirit will never be forgotten." Tributes to Sophia Hutchins. Number 5. Derek had a way of making songs feel like home. He gave music its heartbeat, a fellow songwriter once said. At just 44, Derek A.E. Fuhrmann leaves behind a legacy that continues to pulse through speakers and hearts around the world. He passed away after a brave battle with cancer, surrounded by loved ones and the music he helped shape. Derek didn't chase fame. He lifted others with his vision. From his early days at the University of Delaware forming a band with dreams and drive, to co-writing hit songs that reached global audiences, his path was always about connection. He first caught national attention with the Crash Motive, whose music landed in films and TV, including Fantastic Four. But it was his evolution into a songwriter and producer that truly defined his legacy. Derek co-wrote "Gone, Gone, Gone" for Philip Phillips, a double platinum hit that reached millions and later appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The anthem captured Derek's gift for emotion and melody. His creative fingerprints are on songs by artists as diverse as Kygo, Iggy Azalea, James Bay, Echo Smith, the Goo Goo Dolls, Rascal Flatts, and Grace VanderWaal. He worked effortlessly across genres, giving each artist something that felt entirely their own, yet unmistakably Derek. With platinum and gold records under his belt, he never lost his humility. Those who worked with him called him not just a hitmaker, but a generous mentor and quiet source of light in a tough industry. Beyond the studio, Derek was known for his kindness, calm strength, and belief in others. He helped shape not just sounds, but careers, friendships, and lives. He is survived by his family, who have asked for privacy. Though funeral details remain undisclosed, the outpouring of love from fellow artists and fans alike reflects just how deeply he touched people. Derek A.E. Fuhrmann lives on through the stories in his songs and the lives he uplifted. His music doesn't just play, it stays. Tributes to Derek A.E. Fuhrmann. Number 4. Danny welcomed me alongside with the other members of the band into his life. These words, shared by a longtime collaborator, capture the spirit of a man whose music reached millions, but whose kindness left just as deep an impression. Danny Lademacher, a legendary force in European rock, passed away peacefully at the age of 75. He had been quietly battling illness. Born in Belgium, Danny began his journey with a guitar in his hands and an unstoppable love for rhythm and melody. By his teens, he was already making waves in the local music scene. Joining Kleptomania in the late 60s, he unleashed a storm of sound that set him apart. Audiences quickly noticed. He was soon voted Belgium's best guitarist, not once but 3 years running. But it was his partnership with Herman Brood and the band Wild Romance that truly immortalized his name. Hits like Saturday Night and Never Be Clever weren't just songs, they were anthems. Danny didn't just play guitar, he shaped a sound that defined a generation. Always moving forward, he worked with acts like The Radios, TUSH, Inner Sleeve, and more. His acclaimed album with Inner Sleeve even won an Edison Award. Later, he helped revive the Wild Romance spirit under his own name, keeping the music alive and evolving. While stage lights and studio sessions marked his professional life, those close to him spoke of something deeper. Danny was warm, generous, and fiercely devoted to his art. Mentorship came naturally to him. Young musicians recall his encouragement and honesty, often describing him as someone who made them believe in themselves. The greater music world has lost a trailblazer, but his sound will never fade. His riffs, his melodies, and the soul he poured into every chord continue to echo. Fans across Belgium, the Netherlands, and beyond are celebrating his life, his talent, and his impact. Danny Lademacher leaves behind his loved ones, fellow artists, and many who grew up listening to his work. His family has asked for privacy as they mourn. He may be gone, but his music still plays. Tributes to Danny Lademacher. Number 3. He was a shepherd to thousands and a friend to all. Those words from Pastor Michael Gossett capture the heart of Dr. David Orlo Dykes, a man whose life was a testimony of faith, humility, and leadership. Revered throughout the Baptist community and beyond, Dr. Dykes passed away on July 2, 2025 at 72 after a brief illness. Dr. Dykes' journey began in South Alabama, where he preached his first sermon at just 17. What started with a teenager's calling became a ministry that spanned more than 5 decades. He would go on to serve as the senior pastor of Green Acres Baptist Church in Tyler, Texas for 30 years, becoming the longest-serving leader in the church's history. Under his guidance, Green Acres grew exponentially in membership and global reach. He led mission teams to over 30 countries, and with his wife Cindy by his side, introduced hundreds to the Holy Land through more than 24 tours to Israel. His passion for sharing the gospel reached into classrooms, boardrooms, and political chambers, even opening sessions of the U.S. House of Representatives in prayer. Beyond his leadership, Dr. Dykes was also a thoughtful scholar and respected author. He published 11 books, including Hope When You Need It Most and Handling Life's Disappointments, works rooted in encouragement and practical faith. His writing and sermons reflected a deep love for Scripture and a clear desire to walk beside others in their spiritual journeys. He remained a mentor and guide long after his retirement in 2021. Through his words and actions, he shaped generations of faith leaders, earning accolades such as the prestigious M.E. Dodd Award and an honorary doctorate from East Texas Baptist University, who now honor his legacy with a scholarship in his name. Dr. Dykes was known for his kindness, vision, and an unshakable faith that inspired all who knew him. He leaves behind his beloved wife, Cindy, their 2 daughters, and a legacy felt around the world. His impact on Tyler, Texas, and the broader Baptist community is lasting. He poured his heart into people, at home, abroad, and anywhere he felt called to serve. Tributes to David Dykes. Number 2, I've acted for 60 years and died many times on screen. Death is most fair. It comes for everyone. These words, spoken years ago by Chow Chung, now echo with poignant truth as we remember a man who meant so much to generations of audiences. Chow Chung passed away peacefully at the age of 92 due to pneumonia. His absence leaves a deep void in Hong Kong's performing arts community, a world he helped shape and elevate for nearly 7 decades. Chow began his acting journey in the 1950s, making his debut in the film Broken Zither Bower. From those early days, he quickly became a familiar face across the silver screen, eventually starring in more than 85 films. Fans fondly remember him in classics like Lady Bond and its sequel, Return of Lady Bond. But Chow Chung's contributions went far beyond performance. He led as chairman of the South China Film Industry Workers Union, advocating for better conditions across the industry. His peers respected not only his skill, but also his unwavering support for others. After a short retirement in the 1980s, Chow made a remarkable return through television. Joining TVB in the late 90s, he quickly won over a new generation of fans. His warm, grandfatherly portrayals in series like Moonlight Resonance, Heart of Greed, and Yes Sir, Sorry Sir felt familiar, comforting, and incredibly human. In 2016, TVB honored him with a Lifetime Achievement Award, a fitting tribute to his enduring impact. Yet even in recognition, Chow remained humble, valuing the craft over fame. Known for his soft-spoken wisdom, gentle humor, and deep dedication, he left an impression on everyone he worked with. He always had time for others, one former co-star shared. Even after hours, he'd be giving advice or just listening like a true elder. Though gone, Chow Chung's spirit lives on in the memories he gave us and in the performers he encouraged along the way. He requested that his ashes be scattered in a garden, giving life back to the earth, just as he gave so much to all of us. He is survived by his loved ones and by an industry forever better because of him. Tributes to Chow Chung. What's trending on the internet? News 1. If you remember the Philadelphia Eagles' unforgettable Super Bowl victory, you just might remember Braman, a special team star and fan favorite known for his relentless energy on the field. Today, this Spokane, Washington native, now 38, is facing his toughest opponent ever, a very rare and aggressive form of cancer. After a valiant NFL career spanning 97 games with the Texans, Eagles, and Saints, Brian is now inspiring a whole new wave of support, not just from fans but from former teammates like J.J. Watt, who recently donated $10,000 to help Brian's fight. Brian's story is one of grit. From making a helmetless tackle to blocking crucial punts, he defined what it meant to be an underdog, always charging ahead no matter the odds. Despite multiple treatments and setbacks, Brian's spirit remains strong. He's exploring new clinical trials, never giving up hope, and surrounded by family and the love of the football community. Generosity has poured in, with thousands raised to help with his care, a tribute to just how many lives he's touched. Braman's strength on the field is now matched by his courage off of it. He's a reminder to us all. Resilience and hope can carry us through the most difficult chapters. Today, fans everywhere are standing with Brian, honoring his legacy as both a champion and an inspiration. News 2. If you've ever wondered what it's really like behind those picture-perfect social media smiles, 24-year-old influencer Alix Earle just shared a refreshingly honest story. In a recent video, Alix opened up to her fans about a cosmetic dental procedure she immediately regretted, a decision she describes as both scary and emotional. After wearing Invisalign during high school, Alix chose to get veneers in her senior year of college when her 2 front teeth began to look shorter. Initially, she only wanted 2 veneers, but says she felt pressured and ended up getting 10. Almost right away, she felt she'd made a mistake, missing her natural teeth and realizing the lifelong upkeep veneers would require. Alix bravely filmed herself smoothing a chipped veneer, recounting a moment at a dinner party when her tooth chipped in front of actress Kate Hudson, who kindly comforted her in the awkward situation. Her candid discussion has inspired thousands of fans, with many praising her for showing such vulnerability online. Alix hopes her story encourages others to think carefully about cosmetic procedures and to feel confident embracing their own natural smiles. As her journey unfolds, she'll soon compete on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Alix's openness serves as a reminder that being real, even online, can bring us all a little closer together. News 3. If you've spent time in Texas, you know folks are no strangers to wild weather. But this week, communities near Kerrville faced a truly historic challenge. Over the 4th of July holiday, the normally tranquil Guadalupe River surged an astonishing 26 feet in just 45 minutes, following torrential rains that turned roads into rivers and left neighborhoods reeling. Local leaders like Kerr County Judge Rob Kelly have confirmed that at least 6 precious lives have been lost, as the region copes with what's being called a 1-in-100-year flood. First responders and neighbors alike have banded together, braving swift waters and using boats and even helicopters to rescue those in harm's way. While the city of Kerrville and nearby Hunt continue to recover, we're reminded of the incredible strength and spirit found in small-town America. Even in the face of heartbreak, Texans are coming together, lending a hand and showing the true meaning of community. As we keep these families close to our hearts, let's honor the memories of those lost by looking out for one another and remembering how far a little kindness and a helping hand can go. News 4. It's always uplifting to see someone face life's challenges with a blend of grace and honesty, especially when it's someone as beloved as Princess Kate, the Princess of Wales. At 43, Kate recently made a heartfelt return to public life with a visit to Colchester Hospital in Essex, where she spent time in the hospital's well-being garden, a special oasis designed for patients and staff alike. During her visit, Kate opened up about her personal experience recovering from cancer, sharing that she turned to acupuncture to support her well-being along the way. She explained how every person's healing journey is unique, that for some, methods like acupuncture can offer comfort, while others may find different sources of relief. It's a gentle reminder that when it comes to health, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Kate described the post-treatment phase as a particularly tough period, saying that while the world expects patients to bounce back immediately, finding your new normal takes time and patience. Her candid words resonate with so many families who have faced cancer, encouraging us all to be kinder to ourselves and to recognize the ups and downs that come with recovery. As she gradually resumes royal engagements, Princess Kate's story inspires hope and resilience, showing us how openness and self-care can help light the path forward. Her compassionate approach and willingness to share her journey will be remembered as a beacon of encouragement for countless others navigating similar challenges. News 5. If you've ever wondered about the secret to a long, fulfilling life, you might find inspiration in the remarkable journey of James Thompson. At nearly 100 years old, this World War II veteran is just days away from reaching his milestone birthday on July 6th, and his story is a true testament to resilience, gratitude, and family. James entered the Army after passing the entrance exam at Georgia Tech, setting aside college plans to serve his country. He found himself on the front lines in France, earning a Purple Heart after being wounded in Bitche. Though his time in service was challenging, James says the Army gave him an invaluable education, helping him finish 4 years of college in just 3. But his greatest source of pride hasn't come from medals or military honors. It's his big, loving family. James is the proud patriarch of 3 children, 10 grandchildren, 11 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandkids. He playfully describes his family as an even 2 dozen and cherishes the joy they've brought to his life. After 55 years of marriage to his late wife Mary, James looks back on his journey with gratitude and a healthy dose of humor. As he reflects on his upcoming birthday, he still wonders what the future holds. But it's clear his legacy of service, love, and perseverance will be celebrated for generations to come. James Thompson's story reminds us all to treasure our loved ones, embrace each new day with curiosity, and remember that a life well lived is the greatest achievement of all. Happy 100th, James. News 6. It's remarkable how certain actors manage to etch themselves into our collective memories, and today we pause to remember Michael Madsen, who has passed away at the age of 67 in Malibu, California. Known best as the tough yet charismatic star of Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, and Donnie Brasco, Madsen brought a one-of-a-kind presence to more than 300 films and television shows over a career spanning more than 4 decades. Born in Chicago in 1957, Michael Madsen wasn't just a Hollywood tough guy, he was a true craftsman, admired for his deep, gravelly voice and unforgettable performances. He often brought complexity and heart to the bad guy, whether as the notorious Mr. Blonde or in Western classics like The Hateful Eight. Beyond acting, Michael was a talented writer and photographer, with several poetry collections to his name and a new book on the horizon. Friends and fans remember Michael for his kindness behind the scenes and his fierce dedication to his craft. As we celebrate his life and legacy, we'll continue to hear echoes of his style and spirit in the worlds of film, poetry, and beyond. Michael Madsen, thank you for the stories, the thrills, and the memories. You will be missed, but never forgotten. Number 1. He is now retired. Not from art, of course. I bow thousands of times before the State Theater. With those words, Şekip Taşpınar bid farewell to the stage he had honored for nearly 40 years. Today, his voice is silent, but his spirit lives on in every stage light, screen role, and student he ever inspired. At 56, Şekip passed away after a long health battle that had begun with alcohol poisoning in 2023. Despite these struggles, he remained deeply connected to the world of art, always generous with his time, wisdom, and energy. Born in Ankara, Taşpınar was a true craftsman of the dramatic arts. After studying drama at Hacettepe University, he began on stage in 1988 and joined the Ankara and later Adana State Theaters. As an educator at Çukurova University, he nurtured the next generation of artists with passion and care. He became a household name through unforgettable performances, especially as Cevat Akarsu in the beloved series Kurtlar Vadisi Pusu. His presence graced many hits such as Behzatçı, Karadağ, Arka Sokaklar, and Yürek Çıkmazı, while his powerful voice echoed through radio dramas and television since 1988. More than the roles he played, Şekip Taşpınar was cherished for who he was: disciplined, kind, humble. Colleagues remember not just his talent, but his warmth backstage, his thoughtful words in rehearsals, his mentorship that guided many. His manager, Temuz Karikutal, expressed the heartbreak many felt, saying, "We shared so much. Rest in peace, my brother." His wife, Berna Özdemir, offered a loving farewell. "It was beautiful with your presence, and you are precious even in your absence." Şekip leaves behind not just a grieving family, but a legacy woven into the fabric of Turkish art. In each character he brought to life and every student he taught, his light shines on. Though gone, his work continues to speak. His voice, once booming on stage and comforting through speakers, now becomes memory, whispered in classrooms, replayed in scenes, alive in hearts, tributes to Şekip Taşpınar. You don't listen to the words, you listen to the feeling, Michael Madsen once said about acting. That feeling, of danger, charm, and quiet sorrow, followed him through every role,